Today I'm making Korean gochujang or bean paste noodles. It's a little bit spicy with chicken. It's a stew, and I'm going to take you through the ingredients. Some diced chicken thigh with visible fat and skin removed. Your choice of vegetables. Here I have aubergine, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, pak choy, and spring onions. Small onion. I'm also adding in some dried shiitake mushrooms, which I'm just rehydrating in a bit of boiling water. I'm using some light soya sauce, oyster sauce. Instead of sugar, I'm using Sweet Freedom golden syrup. And of course, the star of the show, which is this gochujang, which is a brown red rice pepper paste, which you can get from most Asian supermarket. It's not too spicy, but it does add a lovely depth of flavor to the stew. I'm also going to add in some of these sweet potato noodles or glass noodles into the stew as well. So I'll show you how we do it. Right, so I'm going to turn my stove on, let it heat up a little bit, and then I'm going to spray some of my fry light into the pan, a good amount of it so it coats the pan well. And then I'm going to add my onions, and as that starts to heat up, I'm going to add in my chicken. My chicken has been mixed with a bit of crushed ginger and garlic for flavor. So that's all going in, and I'm going to first cook out my chicken to get some browning on them before I add in the rest of my ingredients. So as my chicken is cooking, I'm going to start adding in the vegetables that take a bit more time. So I'm adding in my aubergines, my carrots, the harder stalks of the pak choy, and that cauliflower. Just going to add that in a bit. And give it a bit of a stir. I'm also going to add in my broccoli. So I'm going to add the leafy parts of the pak choy and the leafy parts of the spring onions right at the end. I'm also going to add in my shiitake mushrooms. So just give everything a bit of a stir. Just want to break that up a bit. Okay, to this mixture, I'm going to add in a good glug of soya sauce, a good amount of oyster sauce, and the star of the show, which is this lovely red pepper paste. So I'm going to put in about a tablespoon. A tablespoon of this is about 1.5 syns. So that's 1.5 syns that we've added so far in what is virtually sin-free at the moment. You can omit it, but it does taste lovely. We're just going to let this all stir a bit. then we've added salty, we've added the gochujang, and we're going to add a little bit of sweetness with this golden syrup, which is half a syn for every teaspoon. And because we don't want it too sweet, we're only going to put a teaspoon of that in and let that all mix. I'm not adding any water because you can see there's water gathering at the bottom from all the vegetables. I'm now going to simply cover this and let this cook for about 15 minutes, checking to see that it doesn't burn at the bottom. If too much water evaporates and it's too dry, add a little bit of water as you go. So this is bubbling nicely away. I'm just going to turn the fire down a little bit now so it's back to a simmer. And I'm going to add in my sweet potato noodles. These will start to soften into the pan, and the rest of my softer vegetables. I'm going to cover that and let that completely cook for about another 10 minutes, and I'll show it to you when it's finished. And here we have the finished chicken gochujang stew. I've added in a little bit of sesame seeds, which counts as my healthy choice B. And for my count, that's about 2 syns for this entire pot, which should serve 2 people a healthy portion. Hope you enjoy it.